My favorite games of the last 2 years have been Helldivers 2 and now Arc Raiders. Having played both, here are 5
Yep.
things that Arrowhead can learn from Arc Raiders to make Helldivers 2 the best
Which one?
game possible.
Meech, so we've both been obsessed with Helldivers. You're sold on Arc Raiders. I'm not sold yet, but we've been talking about it, and there's a lot of things that Arrowhead can steal from Arc Raiders to make Helldivers a better game. First things first is extraction.
When you're in Arc Raiders and you're running for your life and you got a bunch of loot, and now you're telling me I can't even leave the game yet because I gotta press a fucking button. And then once I press the button, I gotta wait like approximately 45 seconds for anything to even happen. So you're telling me there's 45 seconds of me just being frazzled and scared and like anxiety driven, and like I'm all hopped up on goofballs and I don't know what's going on, and I shoot first and ask questions later, and there's things flying at me, and then there's dudes I gotta worry about. It's a lot. And it makes me extremely happy in my pants. And I think the extraction in Arc Raiders is nigh perfect. And in Helldivers 2, it's kind of, it's situational. I'd say it's a 50-50 chance, depending upon what level you're on, where you either get to extraction and you have to fight because there are enemies undeniably coming at you, and you have to defend the ship or your area until you get on the Pelican, right? But a lot of times, nothing happens at all. Even on level 10s, I'll find myself just sitting at the Pelican, just kind of, enjoying the atmosphere, checking my watch, playing with my ding-dong, and just waiting to leave this game. It's like, it gets to a certain point where even though the mission hasn't been completed yet, my gaming experience has.
I think that an important difference between Helldivers and Arc Raiders that, is the reason this exists is the reward aspect of extracting. If you think about the reward aspect of extracting in Arc Raiders, it's like, yeah, you get everything that you spent the last 20 minutes digging through trash cans for, If you don't extract, you lose all that, and essentially you wasted that 20 minutes. Helldivers, on the other hand, as soon as you complete the mission, if you don't care about samples, there's no incentive to extract except like a little bit more experience, but that's really irrelevant.
Yeah, and who cares? Experience is for the birds in Helldivers 2. Like, past a certain point, it's pointless. And the same thing with samples. I think we're at the stage where we don't care about samples, right? You gotta cater to the guys that have been playing this game for 2 years, and there's nothing left to do because there's nothing. We need more. Just give me more. An aspect of Arc Raiders that I think is cool is that it is kind of like an individual experience, because you're still rolling in with your squad of 3, but the things that you pick up are tied to you and you alone. Just because I picked up, in Helldivers, obviously, I get samples. We all get samples. But that's, I don't know. It's not as, what's the word?
Forgiving?
What's the word? Yeah, or it's just not, it's not interesting. Like, I'm like, I don't want to share. What if I don't want to share? What if I went through the toils of war to collect these samples and put them in my butt? So if I did all that work, why should I give them to you, guy? I'm keeping that shit. Like, I'm selfish. It's a selfish thing. Allow me. Arc Raiders allows me to be selfish. I don't have to give you shit. I don't care if you're on my squad. You can kiss my ass. But in Helldivers 2, it's like all this kumbaya bullshit. It's like, bro, spare me. That's mid.
Means the next thing, and we've talked about this a few times, but apparently Arc Raiders has a codex. I'm not aware of this, but you're aware of this.
Yeah. You like a little. Hey, do you want to know about the game you're playing? You purchased this game for $40, and now you're in this world, and it's hyper immersive, and there's a lot of things going on. Would you like to know about it? Would you like to know a little bit of the history, how you got here as a character? Do you want to know about the enemies that you have to fight? No problem, dude, because, hey, we're Arc Raiders, and we have a really cool main menu that's really easy to navigate, and within that is an option where you can just access a codex, and you can learn up on the history of Earth and why it's what it is now, and you can, like, specifically filter through the different enemies that you've encountered and view specific information on that enemy. And it just makes me feel more grounded in, like, oh, okay, it's more grounded in understanding of the world that I am playing in right now. And that matters, dude. That matters. And I wish upon a star that Papa Arrowhead and Helldivers 2 just gave me a goddamn codex. Just give me a means to know what the fuck is going on in this beautiful game that I love. So I'm even further inclined to play it and feel a certain way about it and give you my energy and my money, you fucks. Like there's shit
So
going on right now, isn't there? Isn't
yeah,
there shit going on right now in Helldivers 2? It's like they're doing something shisty and cool, but like we don't even fucking know about it because I'm not on the Discord, dog.
yeah. So the only reason I found out about it is because people were talking about it in our Discord plug. But basically, what's happening is the bots on the Helldivers official Discord have like turned the automaton colors, so their names are showing up red, and they started marking certain people as dissident. And it's not like one or two people; it's like hundreds of people getting marked dissident. I don't know how they get marked this way. I think that mystery about like what's happening and how's it happening is
Yeah.
intentionally vague because it's supposed to like bring the game outside the world and make us feel like what's going on. But the fact that there's probably hundreds of thousands of players, or who knows how many players that are playing Helldivers 2 and are now part of the Discord
Mm-hmm.
that have no idea that this is happening, so they're missing out
Yeah,
on this
dude.
progression in their game, this story evolution.
So you're telling me like that really cool shit that's happening in the Discord, which I'm grateful for, by the way. Like, good idea, guys. That's an awesome idea. Kudos. Do that shit in the fucking game itself, you morons. Are you idiots? Do that shit in the game that I'm playing, dog. Okay, I get it. The Discord's sick. Why can't you do both? Are you a moron, idiot? Fuck. I apologize. Sorry, I blacked out.
No, I think like that's all it would take is it would take a newscaster update on the TV screen
Mm-hmm.
that's very quick, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, uh, call the Discord something lore accurate. Don't call it the Discord, but like call it like Super Earth Metropolis, whatever you want to call it. And it's like members of Super Earth Metropolis have
Yeah.
been marked dissident by a random force or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like give us some, like pull us out of the game into
Yeah.
that bubble.
Like, do something wonky with my own ship. Like, my ship loses, like, I can't use different, like, what, sabotage my fucking ship, where I can't use certain stratagems or something. Like, give me some type of crazy shit that affects my gameplay experience. Don't just message me about it. There's so many. Get me in there. Arrowhead, hire me. Arrowhead, hire me. Arrowhead, hire me. I'll make you money.
This
You don't
is
even have to
this is
really
real.
pay
He's
me
actually
much.
looking for a job. Another really cool factor of Arc Raiders is the fact that it's the human aspect of it, like the running into other players live in the game and not knowing how that interaction is going to go. Partially because Arc Raiders is a PvP game, like that's built into the system, and I don't think Helldivers should be a PvP game. But imagine
Mm-mm.
like a huge map and maybe like 4 or 5 teams drop into this map and they all have separate objectives.
Oh, there's like. There's.
I'm launching an ICBM. This squad's destroying spore towers. This squad is evacuating citizens. Oh, it's like a
I need a
live
cigarette.
world. And
Yeah, man.
you could run into another squad and then you could put like prox chat in the game, which would be fun. And it's like, oh, hey, we can talk to the other squad. There has to be a system in place to stop people from griefing and stop them from killing you, like some kind of penalty for intentionally killing other
You're
teams.
barred a traitor. You're barred a traitor. Like after 2 kills or something of another squad, you're now just a fucking traitor, and maybe you're punished in some way, or you lose double the lives or something. There can be. That's easy. If you just give us the ability to drop into a huge map with multiple main objectives that need to be completed, and then the ability to run into other squads, and then on top of that, like say the guys that had the Spore Tower mission, all right, they're done, and we're really having trouble with the ICBM or the fucking or the hive drills or something, or destroying the Spore Lung, or dare I say it, killing a hive lord, shit like that. And then they come to our rescue and like reinforce us, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's just more of this widespread community effort to play the game. That's epic. Like I know that's a lot of rendering that needs to take place, like from a technical standpoint, which I know nothing about because I am a clinical moron, I would assume larger map with the way Helldivers already operates, there's already so many enemies on screen, and there's already so many things populating, and like a lot of bullets flying through the air. So I can see that like possibly being something to contend with from a development standpoint. But fuck, if you figure something like that out, I think Helldivers 2 just got such a massive boost in longevity and just people wanting to play the game to experience those types of missions.
I think that that's like the social aspect that Helldivers 2 was missing. Is that kind of player interaction, and like you said, it'd be easy to stop people from griefing. And I think because the type of game that Helldivers is, you would have more collaborative players than you would players being pricks trying to kill you.
Yeah, people aren't going to be
No,
toxic.
not in Helldivers.
Helldivers 2, the community, we're not like that. We're the good old boys, man. We're brothers. We don't fuck around. And then on top of that, just think of like it would incentivize you to actually play, like you would have your true own little factions. Like you imagine loading into a game hypothetically with like all the boys from the
Mm-hmm.
Discord
Like 12
and
of
we're
us, yeah.
all playing something together. Like you already have these groups set up in RL that you've established. Like we have a Discord just because of Helldivers, right? We have so many brothers that we want to play this game with in like a really big way. Dude, you're telling me not everybody would be on there for hours just having a ball and a laugh? It'd be a
I
good
think
idea.
also it could
Good
work
idea.
if it was just like there's only one specific mission type that offers this experience where like multiple squads go, so they can keep it a kind of like confined environment to be easier on the system and whatnot. And maybe it's like each squad has its own thing entirely, so you can choose to be part of that or not.
Mhm.
And each squad should have like their own secondary objective, but the secondary objectives are big objectives like they would be in the main
Yeah.
game. Like so launch ICBM, whatever. But then maybe there's a final objective where it's like defend this city.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
good.
so all the squads have to go there and defend it. And you have the reason to group them too.
Yeah, I like that.
So then there's no incentive in killing the other teams because you need them for the end. You want them alive.
And we should purposely like, as far as spawning is concerned, like when we start the game and we land, right? Like the next closest team should be leagues away. It shouldn't be super easy to just jog on over there and join the boys. Like you should actually like, all right, it would incentivize you to bring an FRV, you know, because we got to drive all the way over there and see those boys.
Oh, that's a great
You know,
idea.
it's not. It's more of like, okay, well, you got to go on a little journey to get to your boys. You can't just get the instant gratification, like, because it's still Helldivers, right? So I think they still want to root it in a sense of, okay, well, we're going to give you this, but it is going to be a little difficult or a little bit tedious to get to what you really want.
Yeah, so that human experience is my favorite part of Arc Raiders, 100%. I've had some crazy experiences with people. You and I had an experience with that guy where we rounded the corner and like we were trying to run away and we shot him, and then all of us were scared. You and I like ducked in a hallway, and I think I yelled out and I was like, "Dude, go the other way. We don't want to fight." And he goes, "Okay, we're good. We'll go the other way." And then we just turned around. But then later, do you remember I fell down the zip line?
Yeah, you fell down the zip line,
and they started
I
blasting
think
me.
you scared them. Maybe they didn't even do it like menacingly, or they did. That's the beauty about Arc Raiders, because you can go either way. The pendulum is ever swinging. But you might have just startled them. They opened shots on you, and then we did some things to them, didn't we?
So I just rewatched that clip. You and I were trying to get down because we're looking for a way out, and I go to jump on the zip line, and they're already on the zip line. They might have been going up. So I hit them and knocked them down. And as soon as I did, they start shooting me. And I don't have my audio, but I was yelling, and I was like, no, wait, I don't want to fight. And then I run up the stairs, and one of them started chasing me. And you threw a blaze grenade.
I eviscerated him.
And bro, you like lit him
Fireball.
up. And so while he's on fire, you start shooting him, and then I'm like, okay, now we're fighting. We go down, we knock the first guy, the second guy runs outside to a bastion, and we just hear him get lit up by the bastion.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It's
like that.
Oh, I love it. That's why Arc Raiders is so good, because you can join a game, and it can be kumbaya, and you guys can just join up with each other, have a laugh, and go kill things or help each other loot, heal each other, yada yada. Or it can just be the wastelands of toxicity. Arc Raiders breeds villains because you go into Arc Raiders like just a happy little camper. Oh, Arc Raiders, and then you turn into this seasoned motherfucker because you know that it's better to just shoot because instead of risking being shot.
The next thing I want to talk about is the customization system and the loot system, really, of Arc Raiders. I know Helldivers isn't a loot game. Like, I don't want them to go add all this unnecessary loot.
Yeah.
But there's something rewarding about like finding a piece of equipment in game that you can like attach to your gun in Arc Raiders, and make your gun kind of your own and kind of work towards upgrading it. And it just feels much more impactful in Arc Raiders than it does in Helldivers, where you're doing essentially the same thing through a menu. And again, I understand Helldivers is not an loot-based game, but what I really like about the customization in Arc Raiders is the Polly Pocket.
Of course.
Because there are a ton of skins, there's
a
ton of colors and customization. Yeah, and the weird thing is it's not that in-depth. In some ways, Helldivers is more intricate because you can, like, swap your helmet.
Yeah.
And in Arc Raiders, it's like, this uniform has this helmet.
Yep.
Do you want it on or off?
Little accessories. You get like little bags or little fucking like gadgets on you that you can toggle on and off and things of that nature. Helldivers, as far as learning something from Arc Raiders in this capacity, just let us change our hues and our tones and our blues to reds and our reds to blues, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's really all it is. Just give me a color slider. Let me slide one way or the other, Let
me slip and slide into some magenta.
Slip and slide.
Perhaps some teal. I don't always want to wear fucking yellow and black.
Another aspect of the customization feature is the skill tree, dude. We are two different Arc Raiders.
Dude, it feels good to just not be a cookie cutter. Like, we're all, because in Helldivers, you're just all the same, kind of, dependent upon maybe the armor that you're wearing. Outside of that, your physical capabilities as a Helldiver are the exact same. You're all starting from the same foundation.
Yep.
And in Arc Raiders, that is not the case because you have a beautiful skill tree. You have 3 different paths that you can take. They're all different colors, and they all do different things. And you have to play the game and level up your character in the way that you see fit. So the fact that we're on this playing field with all of these people that have different physical capabilities in-game just makes it feel so different. Like the fact that I might be faster than you and my stamina is leagues ahead of yours, and I'm leaving you in the dust. But you can loot like a madman.
There are different branches that can make kind of unique Helldivers. They can make kind of unique Arc Raider, and I think the cool aspect of it is like a lot of the things that they can give you are probably slightly put into the armor passives in some way in Helldivers, but they're not really that crazy. It's like, oh, you have a little bit more stamina. You can loot faster. You can recover health faster. Dude, in Helldivers, it would be you get a little bit more stamina. You can recover health faster. Maybe you don't flinch as easy. Maybe you can reload faster.
You can fucking swim or trudge through water a little better without looking like an idiot.
That's actually, see, that's so cool. And they could add that system. They can add like a skill tree that is only accessible once you've like upgraded your ship fully. Because then what they do is they take the samples that you were going to put towards your ship and now have nothing to do with, and now you use those to unlock skills. And eventually, yes, you might be the perfect Helldiver, but if you get to the point where you get enough samples to max your entire tree and you are a super Helldiver, then you deserve to be a super Helldiver.
Ascension. Give what max level in Helldivers is 150, right? Give all these 5-star generals the ability for further progression. Give these seasoned guys that have been playing this game for the last 2 years the ability to now improve themselves and work towards something else and become a super Helldiver. Do you have any idea how much more people would play your fucking game?
One more. I want to talk to you about in-game missions. Arc Raiders gives you a purpose for each drop that is individual to the person. You are there for a specific reason, whether it's to go find toasters, whether it's to go look at this burnt highway or broken highway, whatever it is. And if Helldivers just gave you,
Take a little picture.
literally, if Helldivers gave you an individual mission that was something, maybe it's like daily quests that you get throughout the week, or like weekly quests that you can do, but give me a reason to drop in.
Yeah.
Maybe say, drop in and kill this many chargers. Okay, I'm gonna go hunting chargers now.
With this specific weapon, even,
That could, yeah, hell yeah, why not?
Like, incentivize me to use different primaries. Like, hey, pick up the breaker shotgun, and you have to annihilate 15 shriekers or
Yeah.
something, you know? I'd like that.
It would just give me
I'd like that. It would just give me something different
purpose
to do.
for my drop, other than the main objective, which, quite frankly, I've done 100 times.
So in conclusion, just if Helldivers can just give us slightly more specific in-game missions that aren't necessarily a minor order, in the manner that Arc Raiders does, where it just feels like it's catered to you as the individual based off of where you are in the game and what little missions you've done prior to that one. It would just be a nice little icing cherry on the fucking cake. You know what I'm saying? Give us that. Be nice. Do what the Arc Raiders guys are doing. They're killing it. Arrowhead, take some notes, man. These guys are good. They know what they're doing.
All right, guys, before we send you off, we have a really cool clip of the week from our Discord right here. Before you go, join us in our Discord for more conversations. Like our video, subscribe, maybe even comment. That all helps us out. See you later.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. Dumb decisions.